Hello everyone, Victoria Free. Let's continue our series of failures. In general, being stupid. Okie dokie. So, yeah, I remember passing an institutional law, change current policing law, and I know that I cannot do that because the parties interest groups, which supports it, they are not part of the ruling government, and because of that I simply cannot change it. That's what I've understood from the game and also from people who left comments, so I'm very grateful for that, because that's really nice of you that you want to share some knowledge with me, and you do not hate. You could write, well, whatever you want, like saying that I'm noob, stupid, I should learn how to play and then record. Maybe that's true. But you were nice towards me, so I'm very, very grateful and appreciative. And by the way, those comments are truly verbose. Like it's not a single phrase. You know what you are talking about, or at least it seems to me you know what you are talking about. That's awesome. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to pass private schools. And regarding that no police, we can see that, for example, here, temporary approval changes from endorsement. Where I can find it, who supports it. Okay, so landowners, petit bourgeois, and armed forces, and they are all part of Catholic Party, which is not part of my government. We go to government, you can see we have industrialists and intelligentsia. No clue how to pronounce it correctly. Yeah, you can see that. There is a chance that some of those guys, well, some of those interest groups will just break off Catholic Party and join some other party like Liberal Party, or maybe they will just constitute their own new interest group. I believe so, like trade unions, you can see. So yeah, that's it. That also means that I cannot complete that task given by the tutorial. What else? We also have make interest group happy, and that's regarding landowners. I could pass some laws which would make them happy, but unfortunately I can't do that, I believe, because there are no laws available to me, especially that they are from Catholic Party. So yeah, that kind of sucks. I suppose that the tutorial assumed that I'm going to go with Catholic Party after the first election, and that's why they want me to now make landowners happy. Unless you have some advice how to do that with current government, I would also appreciate that. So that's another task we can complete. Then we have grow GDP, gross domestic product. That's gonna increase over time, of course. And then we have also improve access to consumer goods. It's about fabric. And also a lot of comments about the production, how to deal with that. There were some comments that it is partially autonomous, which makes a lot of sense to me. So the market can regulate by itself, especially with the current form of the market. What kind of form of the market we have, by the way? So we have mercantilism, which is, of course, it's not the protectionism. So our market is kind of open. It's not a free trade, also, but that allows private capital, private money, to go into market and regulate it by itself. Of course, we can help it, and I think someone said it also, that the best way to start with is to improve the construction sector, which makes a lot of sense to me. But also that consumes way more tools, way more iron, wood, also fabric, by the way, noticed. So that's it. And with that knowledge, I believe I'm gonna unpause the game. Just see what will happen. What's that? Catholic Church Pew's fiction. What is that? This is due to their approval of unhappy. Oh, they are very unhappy. Effects minus 20% education access. Since this interest group is powerful, their interest group traits have plus 100% stronger effects. That sucks. Intelligentsia, avant-grade. This is due to their approval of loyal, plus 12. Society research speed. Okay, cool. Intelligentsia, propagandist. This is due to their approval of loyal. Migration attraction, what's that? Migration attraction is a state's ability to attract migrants. It is based primarily on the average standard of living among pops in the state, but can be modified by a number of other factors. Any unemployment in the state will depress migration attraction. The value is compared against other states between which migration may occur to determine in which direction migrants tend to flow. Migration attraction is also the primary factor used to determine a country's mass migration attraction. Fair enough. But that's the internal factor, right? Like that's internal migration, not the external one between countries, I believe. Okay. What's that, by the way? Phase referral. Okay. Success 30%. Chance to progress to drafting on July 26, 1837. Okay. Yeah, I will unpause. See what will happen next. Oh yeah, I can see that my construction sector is growing, which is very cool. And also the Austrian-British rivalry declared. Let's skip it. Let me go to the buildings tab. Can I click it here? Formation, construction sector. What if I click on that? Okay, here we have it. So in Flanders, it's gonna take 4 weeks, and then we start building wheat farms, which is correct. Go to wheat farms in Flanders. I would like to see the wheat in general in Flanders. Yeah, there's a huge deficit in Flanders. On Belgian market, it's almost equal. Fair enough. What about other resources? That's fruit and sugar. Don't eat sugar. It's gonna destroy your teeth. No point doing that. Tuscany, improving relations. Their attitude towards Belgium is cooperative. Fair enough. I remember that we actually improve relations with some countries, right? Treaties, improve relations. With Prussia? That's their initiative, right? And then we have Tuscany. I think so. Is it true or not? How can I would like to improve relations with someone else. Here we have Great Britain. What if I click on you? Draft a treaty. Power block embassy. Formally establishes a power block embassy in another country. Improves relations. Okay. Interesting. Can we just... there is an option to improve, like, relations? Just like that? Does this statement improve relations? Probably not. Okay. Can we somehow click on France? Here it is. Drafted treaty. Military access, trade privileges. Okay, so there's nothing like improve relations, right? Possibly. Okay, that's what it is. I believe that game will guide us through that. There is some debate, enactment, event of private schools, outcome, debate, okay. Discipline and punishment, what the hell is that? The role of discipline in the new private schools has been raised by the armed forces as an area of improvement in the plans for this new education system. Well, come on, I fully agree with you. I mean, discipline equals freedom, as Chuck Willing says, ex-Navy SEALs officer, the author of some books. Great dude, by the way, and he's huge, come on. Should listen to huge guys like Jack Reacher. You know what I'm talking about. What's that? This is not merely about keeping an orderly classroom so that knowledge can be imported. It is about importing character. After all, we have been given an enormous responsibility by the parents of these children. who do all they can to raise them as upstanding citizens. That's correct. Too often, we find boys joining the military service whose character has already been almost irrevocably ruined by an unruly yav and a lack of respect for authority. It needn't be so. That's correct. I fully agree with that. That's the problem. Nowadays world. I don't know about other countries, but in Poland, that's certainly visible. There is no authority at all. There is no respect for elders, which kind of sucks. I'm not saying that older people always have right. This is not true. But you should respect them, and you should that true well you should you should respect authority. Seriously, this is quite important. I mean, there are some values, and I believe that discipline is something everyone should should have at least a little bit of discipline. I mean, there are more disciplined people or less. I'm probably more on the hardcore spectrum of discipline, especially regarding like sport, uh, food, all that stuff around. Okay, we should focus on the curriculum. Working this into the school system is paramount. Fully agree. Problem that we will get. Okay, so here we will reduce the enactment time by 15%, but armed forces will be unhappy. I don't want to make them unhappy because I agree with their values. So we are going to go this way, we are going to accept that, and that's going to increase the enactment time, and I'm absolutely fine with that. That all? Possibly. Okay. Dubai petit bourgeois are no longer powerful. Interesting. They are only influential. Let's close that tab. Okay. The construction sector is quite decent now. I mean, quite decent, not really, but... improve access to consumer goods completed. You see? Well, it was done autonomously, automatically, by the internal market regulation, private capital, and all that stuff around. It's really hard to predict everything. You can... I think that basically you can set some trend, some path in your country, build the fundamentals, and then you have to hope that market will regulate somehow automatically. That's how free economy works, right? Like Austrian School of Economy. By the way, I really recommend reading some books about the Austrian economy. I mean, is it that called? Well, let me recall. Yeah, Austrian School of Economy. I think this is a common term used. So yeah, I really recommend some basic stuff. You will be quite shocked how economy could work and how it doesn't work. Yeah, that's gonna be refreshing for you. Either way, we have another event. Rousing speech captivates the public. This afternoon, Alphonse Jacobs, okay, I like that guy already because of his name, leader of the industrialists, delivered a fierce speech advocating for the enactment of private schools. Making an appearance before the public in Brussels' main square, Alphonse Jacobs' powerful rhetoric left even his most embittered political opponents impressed. Excerpts from the speech are already being circulated across Belgium, fanning the fires of an already roaring debate. This should ease the path to reform greatly. Enactment success chance increased. Performances like these reflect well on Alphonse Jacobs and his cause. That's gonna increase 10% enactment success chance. Okay. Alphonse Jacobs will get popularity, and also industrialist interest group pop attraction for plus 5%. 15% over 10% and additional bonuses for that gentleman. You know what? I think I will go that second path. Let's give him some bonuses. On the other hand, additional 5% for the enactment, I would take it too. Oh, let's go this way though. Okay, 47%, that looks better. And now we can unpause. I'm just curious how it looks like here. Okay, we built wheat farms. Solomon Talbert has been sent into exile by Liberia. Who's that guy? Agitator, okay. Interest group, rural folk. Ideology, Democrat. Culture, Afro-American. Protestant and loved. Fair enough. Don't give a shit about that guy. Okay, that's Flanders. Let's see. Curious about wheat. Where it is. Okay, in Flanders it looks fine. What about... Not Flanders, but... Wallonia. We get in there. Okay, in Wallonia, we have way more wheat than we need. I'm sorry, grain. I'm calling it wheat, because wheat farms. Kinda interesting. Which means that we could invest in fabric. Oh, we don't have any livestock ranches though. Why is that? Okay, fair enough. So, maybe it doesn't make sense to do it. I see that... Well, that industrial complex is quite developed. I'm gonna come back to Flanders for a moment. So yeah, here we are focused mostly on agriculture, which is fine, and I think we'll keep it. And also a lot of trade centers, which is also fine. Absolutely, this is okay. What about the industrial complex here? Oh my god, my mouse wheel doesn't work. There's no industrial sector at all? Okay, so does it mean that we cannot build something? Okay, we have resources. It should be in resources tab, right? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. So Wallonia is our industrial complex. Fair enough. Fair enough. We would need some additional construction sectors and also trade centers here. Since we can really earn a lot of money on that. Yeah, we have overproduction of, for example, coal. I mean, this is not a problem, of course. Here we have iron. Yeah, we have a lot of iron. Look at that. Holy moly. There's a lot of that. Oh, rail transportation. General pollution. Transportation. Can we afford it though? Oh, that's gonna decrease productivity. Interesting. Okay. That also means we could increase the steel mills count or the construction sector. Okay, now I'm getting slightly better at it, or at least I start understanding it. I'm not that I know what I'm doing. Okay, I would go for construction sector then. I would increase it by 2 at least, even up to 5. So wheat farms are built. I'm gonna queue it slightly higher. We cannot, by the way, turn on the parallel building, right? Like it's done in Hearts of Iron 3, for example. You can build some stuff in parallel. Looks like not really. So it's only a serial construction, which is fine. So I don't know, should we? Let me go to livestock ranches in Flanders. What about fabric? Yeah, we still need it, so I will allow for one more livestock ranch before we go into construction sector in Wallonia. Should be okay. What's that? Good for government? Click to pause all government construction. Oh no, absolutely. What's that? If I expand? What is it? Expand construction sector. Oh! Oh, you can do it like that. There's an upkeep, okay. What's that? Infrastructure balance. So if there's not enough infrastructure, that's gonna be a problem, or what? His qualifications to fill all current vacancies. Oh, there's also a problem with what? Oh, with basic jobs, right? I mean, they don't have enough qualifications. Okay. This is what it is. By the way, I would like to go to one more thing. I just don't remember where it is. The country tab? No, maybe it's here. Oh, it's here. I would like to increase the education investments level. Is it going to cost me anything? Like, I don't see a problem, honestly. Oh, Catholic Church will get additional political strength. Is it? I mean, technically it's okay, right? 50 weeks. Yeah, let's go for it. I can accept it. That's a bureaucracy cost, total weekly cost 57. It's still balance plus 70. Fair enough. Okay, close it. Also close that. Let's continue. See what will happen. I have already 22 minutes on my timer, so not much time left. Okay, that's some even. The Hawk call for a conference. Wary of the uneasy truce existing between our two countries, the Dutch government has approached us with a proposal for a conference to resolve our current territorial and legal disputes. So now the Dutch desire arbitration. No doubt they have their eyes firmly fixed on the rightful Belgian soil. Though their ambition lie bare for all to see, we may have little choice in the matter. A refusal to compromise might harm our standing in Europe in ways we cannot easily amend. Very well, agree to Great Power mediation. Great Britain gets the event London calling. Russia, France, Prussia and Austria. Adds London conference to the Journal of Netherlands. Participating great powers will vote on a solution to be ratified by Belgium and Netherlands. We shall not give an inch to damned Dutch. And that's gonna deteriorate my relations with almost everyone. Yeah, we can afford it. Especially that I don't know how to fight. London conference. Oh, what's that? That's the entry in the journal. London conference. Oh my god. The great powers have sent their delegations to London to decide on a solution to the unsolved border issues between Netherlands and Belgium. 0 great powers are participating in the conference for now. Okay, favor Belgian claims, Dutch claims 24 points. Alternate partition. What's that? 24 points. The provinces of Limburg and Luxembourg will be partitioned between Belgium and Netherlands. Okay. In order to compensate the German Federation for the loss of Western Luxembourg, Limburg will be established as a Dutch subject and a nominal member of the German Confederation. Oh. Interesting. The conference will conclude in 6 months. The proposal with the most prestige supporting it will then be selected as the conference's official solution. Result, the conference has not yet concluded. Will complete if the conference has decided how to settle the Belgian question. Belgium has accepted the outcome of the conference. Netherlands has accepted the outcome of the conference. If completed, triggers the event London conference concludes. Will fail if at least one of these. Either Belgium and Netherlands have rejected the outcome of the conference. Hostilities have broken out between Belgium and Netherlands. Cool. If failed, triggers the event failure of the London conference. Refuse to sign. Ratify the Treaty of London. Awesome. That game is cool. It's maybe not about warfare, but I see some potential. I see the potential in it. No joke. Okay. Let's unpause. Play for 5 minutes. Hopefully game will not crash like, well, some time ago. Okay, there's still... Okay, American attitude improved. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. America. The attitude of the United States of America towards us has improved and is now protective. Previously cautious. Okay. Power block. Montenegro declined the invitation from Russia to join the Rossiyskaya Imperia. And that's a good idea. I mean, they can kill you easily. Absolutely pulverized with what they have here. But that's a good choice, guys. Kudos for that. Fortunately, Carpathian Mountains are slightly blocking the access of Austria to help you. But hopefully you will deal with that, guys. Fingers crossed for you. Okay, and let's unpause. Okay. Academic assistance. What's that? It's another event. That's also regarding the private schools. The teachers of our higher institutions of learning have offered to advise the government in the implementation of the new private schools. Teachers of our higher institutions of learning. Why not? There are certainly differences between teaching children the fundamentals and the more advanced education offered at our universities. Nevertheless, as architects of the upper floors of this towering structure of knowledge, we believe the least we can do is provide some insight into how the foundation should be built. I agree. Yeah. I think if someone is better at something, getting advice from him is always a good option. The question is whether you will accept that advice or not. It's up to you, but it's always some kind of experience available. And you can take it somewhat for free, right? We'll be happy to have their help. And there is enactment success chance 20%, university building throughput minus 50%. Okay. The research work is more important. Enactment success chance plus 10%. They could be of help in finalizing the bill. Enactment of private schools in Belgium progresses by 1 phase. Low enactment phase is less than 2. We will be... Okay, I think I'm gonna... It could be of help finalizing the bill. Enactment of private schools in Belgium progresses by 1 phase. So it will go to voting, right? I think I'm gonna accept the research work is more important. I mean that university building throughput, that kinda sucks. What's the throughput? How effectively the workforce of a building can turn input goods into output goods or other effects. Throughput can increase as a result of economy of scale and might be adjusted up or down due to modifiers. A university building, what it gives us? A bonus or penalty to both input and output of university. Okay, that kinda sucks. Can I somehow check what a university as a building produces? That's a correct word. Where we can find universities. Over there? Oh yeah, it's there. Okay, so it increases innovation, qualification, and urbanization. Yeah, 50% penalty. It's not acceptable. I just don't know which one is better now. The enactment success chance or skipping 1 phase or progresses by 1 phase. I really don't know which one is better. But I think that enactment success chance is more important. Let's accept it. Okay? Let's go quickly to that QE. Okay, we are constructing construction sector. Developing the construction sector. Okay, and the times goes quickly. Very nice. We've increased our capabilities. Improve relations broken. Improve relations with Tuscany can no longer be maintained because the following conditions are no longer true. We are neighbors with Belgium or have interest in the same strategic regions. Okay. Shit happens, guys. I like you, but not a big deal for me. Embargo. United States of America began embargoing Mexico. Yeah. That's first step towards American-Mexican war. Pretty sure about it. Is what it is. Enforcing military access in South Australia. Great Britain is enforcing its military access in South Australia. Okay, here we have it. Oh my god. Oh, there's a fight going on. right? Holy moly. Didn't know about it. They're fighting for Australia. New South Wales. Interesting. What they are fighting though? Those, well... tribes? Okay. Let them fight then. Let's dismiss that and let's continue for a moment. I have 30 minutes on my timer, so about right time to finish the episode. But before we do that, there's another event. Popular playwright endorses reform. In the midst of the debate surrounding private schools, one of the country's leading playwrights, strongly associated with the industrialists, well... yeah, maybe he was paid? Has staged a widely acclaimed play whose politically laden theme makes no secret of the author's desire for the law to be passed. The man's viewpoints may be somewhat partisan, but sir, you cannot argue with his prose. Private schools will be on everyone's lips now, and that increases enactment's success chance. This sure puts the industrialists in a good light. Interest group pop attraction in industrialists, well, they really need it. I don't think so. Let us ensure the play gets a wider international audience, and we will receive 20 prestige. I have no clue where is prestige though. I mean, I understand what's that, but how to, well, count it? Where is it? Diplomacy? No clue where is that. Prestige, population, literacy, standard of living. I didn't see it. Maybe it's in the power block? No, it's not here. Diplomacy. Should be here, right? Minor power. Prestige, 42. Okay. What's that? Your rank is determined by comparing your prestige to all other countries in the world. Prestige originates primarily from how impressive your economy is as measured by our gross domestic product, how much power projection your military forces generate, and your country tier. Can also be affected by other factors such as your arts academy and monuments, and if you are world leader in the production of a certain good. Okay. I don't think we need it for now. Especially as a minor country. Private schools will be on everyone's lips now. Boom. Tax is 67%. And last but not least, Great Britain is enforcing its military access in New South Wales. It is what it is. Okay, that would be it for today. There are some possibilities here. And looks like that pay for 24 points will be passed, right? What will happen if I ratify it? Belgium ratifies the treaty. Should both Netherlands and Belgium agree, the treaty will then enter into effect. Conference has decided to partition the disputed areas between the Netherlands and Belgium, dividing both Luxembourg and Limburg. Okay, what will happen then? London conference concludes. Well, I believe I have to agree with that. Okay, but that's something we will do next time. Yeah, let's close it for now. We'll resolve it in the next video. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully see you in the next one where we continue our journeys. Belgium, the mighty economy, the Benelux region. For now, I'm getting slightly better. I don't know much about that, but I feel a bit more comfortable every time I sit down and play it. Once again, I really appreciate your feedback, your comments, your likes. That's very helpful, and I hope you will leave even more of them every time you watch a video and you have something to say about certain aspects. That's gonna be cool if you leave some knowledge, if you share some knowledge with me and with others. So greatly appreciate it. Either way, once again, thank you. See you next time. Goodbye.